Okay. It is the 9th of January, 2020. It's WIKISPEED Standup. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay, Lauren Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia. Past week, I was in Vancouver selling some things at a flea market, or not selling things, and I'm back and did not get to things the way I hoped to. My water heater quit, and so now I'm actually making some decisions on the water heater, so I might want to talk about it in crosstalk. So I don't have hot water, and that's so I didn't do much, although I was doing a reading about Python, impractical projects in Python, and I did. This is pretty peripheral, but I did share some related stuff in our Linux group, or I gave a book to somebody in our Linux group. And I sent out interesting new product, not a drone, but from the top drone people. I sent a thing, I posted it, because I think it is, I haven't looked at it close enough to see if it's really relevant, but it looks pretty interesting. So coming week, I do hope to have hot water and get rolling. So my expectation is I will work with Python, preferably with things you've posted, but PyPython, so that would be what I would like to do coming week. And the blocks is the hot water and it just a general adjusting to my new situation, and that's it for me.
Okay, it's Michael Wolchuk from Saskatoon, Canada. I got done last week. We had a bit of an audio problem last week, so I managed to edit most of it out for posting the video. And I did try and run my Python script at work, and came up with the realization that trying to install anything Python related without an internet connection is really quite difficult. You need to know an awful lot about the packages and what their dependencies are. Because every time I downloaded another package and got it on the USB stick and transferred it over, I found yet another dependency that I hadn't downloaded. So I think I'm just basically gonna load it onto a laptop and move it over to my control domain, because it's a whole lot easier that way. That was not exactly progress, but I did try a few things and it didn't work out real well. I read through or watched the video, I guess, on the article from Ninebot, is it called? And it truly is scary what their programming environment allows kids to do with battling tanks. And the redirection, like you can have the tank actually facing forward and sliding sideways in an arc. It really is quite impressive. But it's kind of counterintuitive to be moving one direction and facing the second direction. Anyway, it is very interesting. I don't know if it's, I mean, it would be cool to have that kind of technology in the Little Red Wagon, but I don't know if that's, I don't know if we're quite there yet. How's that? Didn't get anything done on applying the autonomous project from Make to the Little Red Wagon yet, but I hope to get that done next week. And I guess my list for what I'm going to do next week has carried over. Not getting very many points done per week. And blocks, just life in general, things are getting rolling a little bit after Christmas here. Not as many blocks, but it still takes time. Anyway, back to you, Lauren.
Okay, so the source of that, what I call it is a kid's battlefield robot, battlefield artillery piece robot. And the source is not Ninebot, it's DJI, who makes the top drone, and also happens now to make photography gimbals. So they kind of moved from the drones, and because they had to do a lot of things such as have gimbals, then they moved to, and I don't know, do you have London Drugs there? And
yeah, we do.
Paris? Yeah. They have a good selection. So the good drone is out of stock, or really hard to get because they are only dribbling them out as they manufacture them. But they do have them, and the photography gimbals they do have. The other one I think is not available yet, and I think it was late for Christmas and they announced it now. But and it's brilliant because it's like a drifting car, as well as it's like a whole bunch of things that kids really like, and adults.
I'm thinking that kids think out of the box when they're moving one direction and shooting a different direction and facing a third direction.
You know, it is scary because it's like it reminds me of the thing when the video games first came out. Have you heard that story? And there was a movie based on it, that you never put your real name if you become the top scorer on a video game. You ever heard that myth?
I haven't heard the myth, but I could see it being quite practical not to have your real name out there.
But the reason was that the Pentagon is watching, and they'll kidnap you and make you be the soldier if you're good at the video game.
Oh, that was a video game that they had specifically crafted to see.
Yeah, okay.
To audition people, right?
Yeah.
I remember something about that.
Yeah.
So, where are we?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I was going to do the points for my last week. It's like 2 points for showing up, or one for doing a little bit of Python and posting something, and one for showing up. Team, I'm going to say, you know, if you're thinking of autonomous application of something, I'm going to say a 10. And for process improvement, let's ponder what we want to do in 2020, and maybe even 2020 through 2032, which is like supposed to be the timeline to reverse or stop the exponential destruction of the planet. So that's my process improvement, and that's it for me.
Okay, I'm going to give myself, I think it was a 4 and a little bit for myself, and I'm going to go with a 6 for the team, because it kind of doesn't matter how well we do individually. We need more people to participate in order to get some velocity. So until we get a few people going in the same direction, I think my score for the team is not going to be that high. And process improvement, sure, I'll agree. Let's ponder the direction for this year and perhaps several more. That pretty much wraps us up. You wanted to talk about something in crosstalk?
Yeah. Offline, I guess it's a little off topic, but you live on a farm, so you might be helpful.
Okay, give me a second. I will just stop the recording.